Heyo, it's OmniDog here with another root beer review for you for your favorite comics. My favorite comics, soon to be your favorite comics, because comics I am going to review I loved. First, the old standby Frost Top. Nice. Now I'm still on a diet, so I can't chug this whole bottle, but I can take sips. Oh, darling, it's been such a long time. We're about to make each other very happy. Smooth, frosty. Okay, putting the cap on so it doesn't get knocked over and fry my laptop, as I'm famous for doing. So the first book we're going to talk about is my favorite book of 2018 and 17, and I think has moved into my top 10 of all time. This is the fun and funny and exciting and adventurous All New Wolverine, Volume 6. This one day will make a great omnibus. Or series of hardcovers. I'd rather see an omnibus of it. But we'll start with the easy part, as usual. Great artwork in it. This has got Tom Taylor. Tom Taylor's the writer, and who is the artist? The artists are Marco Failla. Oh, I'm not even going to try these names. The artists are really good. So the art's great. X-23 is not necessarily the focus of this first one. Yes, she is. It's a short story that deals... the first story has Deadpool in it, which is great. He's very well written. Tom Taylor writes a good Deadpool. He teams up with Gabby, so it's just a laugh fest because Gabby's so funny anyway. Then the second story deals with those ex-kids that got rescued. The Orphans of X. So Laura is dealing with the Orphans of X. I want to call them X-Kids, but they're Orphans of X. And then it goes into a really long arc that's really great called, what is it, Old Woman Laura? Old Lady Laura? What is it called? She's Madripoor's benevolent queen, Old Woman Laura. Yeah, it's really great. It's her in the future where she's queen of Madripoor, and Kamala Khan is president, and she takes on Dr. Doom, who is the total dictator of Latveria still. And it is a really well-written story. There's lots of... excellent dialogue. There's a ton of just, I don't know. I can't say enough about this book. This All New Wolverine is so fun and such a great comic. It is why we read comics, to have fun. And this thing is just a blast. With her as the queen of Madripoor. Whoops, I don't want to show you that because that'll give something away. Lots of guest stars in it, including like Avengers and those types. So she's the queen of Madripoor and has to deal with Dr. Doom and Latveria and Kamala Khan as president, and it is great. So you got 3 storylines, a couple of short stories, and then a longer arc where it's Old Woman Laura, and I can't say enough about All New Wolverine. Just, you love it. Get the 6 trades. And then if it comes out in an omnibus, give them to a friend who doesn't know much about comics, and they will love it. This is a great book. Highly, highly recommend you guys pick up All New Wolverine. X-23, Laura is just a great Wolvie. Then I have 3 books that are a series that came out. I feel like it started... Where are we now? In July, end of July 1918. And no, that's not when I was born. July 2018. The Thanos series that starts with Jeff Lemire's Thanos Returns and The God Quarry. These are excellent Thanos stories, but they're not even the best Thanos book out there yet. I'm going to get to that in a second. Jeff Lemire does a great Thanos where Thanos is dying and is trying to... The artwork is gorgeous in this, by the way, by Mike Deodato. Jeff Lemire's the writer. Frank Martin does the colors, and the colors are awesome. But yes, Thanos is dying, and he's trying to figure out a way to extend his life while his son, Thane, rounds up a group of kind of all-star mercenaries to take down Thanos once and for all because he's dying and weakened, and several members of elite corps of assassins and everything in the universe try to take advantage of him and kill him. And it is a great story when you find out who's behind it all, what's going on, how Thane all of a sudden decides he's got the balls to take on his father with this group of people who include Nebula. Let's see, who else is there? Nebula, Star Fox, and that guy who thinks Eros is the Star Fox, and Nebula, and then the great, he calls himself the Great Champion, Trico. Thanos is found in jail by Lady Death, and she gives him the plan to take on Thanos and kill him. And it is great. Jeff Lemire writes a great Thanos. Then we have the part 2 of that. It's a continuing story, Thanos the God Quarry, where Thanos eventually, well, since you know there's a third Thanos book, I'm not giving it away to say that somehow Thanos doesn't die, even though he's dying. But he ends up, well, I don't want to give too much away because that'll tell you, I don't even know if I want to show you the artwork because it gives too much away, but it involves Thanos and a crew of people going to the very edge of the universe where he deals with the God Quarry, and where he jumps into a pit and deals with mental challenges to get what he wants. He's dealing with, okay, what do they call themselves? Those witches. They're the three sisters. Oh, well, it doesn't matter what their name is. But they are the three sisters. They're the end of the universe at the God Quarry where they oversee it. And the God Quarry is really well written, beautiful art, and I really feel like if I show you too much, it's going to give too much away. But Thanos gets his mojo back in an interesting way. Really well written book, well plotted out. I dug Jeff Lemire's run on Thanos. But I worship Donny Cates' Thanos called Thanos Wins. This is, now let's see if I don't want to give too much away, but it involves a cosmic ghost rider. Let me get a picture of that. Who is sent from the future to, let's get a good picture of it. Cosmic Ghost Rider is sent from the future to capture Thanos and take him back from Thanos' time to the future where he meets his future self. And it's very interesting who the Cosmic Ghost Rider is. That's a great story by itself. It's an interesting story, why Thanos wants his old self to be pulled back in with him. and it is just really, really well written and well drawn. And Donny Cates is a great writer. I cannot tell you how great Thanos Wins is. It is just remarkably great. Remarkably great. Thin trade paperback. It's a all-inclusive story. It's really great. I keep saying great. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm repeating myself. But Donny Cates nails it in Thanos Wins. You can't go wrong picking this book up. You don't need to have these other two, but don't deny yourself these other two, because these are great reading. And this is a separate story, all contained in this one book. Just a wonderful story. This was a recommendation from Riley Moore, who was 100% correct on this. I think Riley's like 14 for 14 in his recommendations. And you cannot go wrong with Thanos. So my picks for tonight are Thanos, all 3 books, and All New Wolverine. Get these and be happy. You will be happy. I promise you. I guarantee it. If you don't like these, you don't like comics. I'm telling you right now. Okay, that's a rant, so a rant deserves a chug of root beer. Okay, so you have your marching orders. Go out and get All New Wolverine and the 3 Thanos books. Thank you for watching. Peace and love, peace and love. Please subscribe, hit the like button, do whatever you can. I really appreciate all you guys out there. Thanks for watching.